All right. Come on in, guys. I'm gonna get right back into it. I'm not gonna hold the live up. So, if you guys come in, if I do shout a couple of you guys out, I'm not gonna go all the way back through the list. I'm just gonna start this live back because our live just cut out. This is the part two, the continuation of that, you know, um, giving you all the background that you guys need. Man, Champ 05, I see you. Charles Brown, welcome back, baby. Rio Rowan, Tamika Daugherty, Naja Turquoise, Born Q Dog, D. Harris, Dave O'Morris, Pab Cavalier, Be Inspired to Travel, Tim Jones, Accurate Shooter 2 times. What's up, baby? Born Q Dog, Roy Tate, Daniel Fox. Come on in, guys. I'm gonna get this back started. Mac L. Hombre, Marcus Lawrence, what's up? Carlos Gaskin, to stay woke. What's up? All right, so I'm gonna get back in this. All right. So Krista Hayes, I see you. And a lot of you guys, I called you on the last one, and I'll call you, periodically or whatever. But I want to get straight back into this. So yeah, the dude, we're gonna go back to when dude walk in the store and strong arm the cashier. Now they say dude, the man that owns the store used to trick out the prostitutes and things, that was in the neighborhood. You could go to the store, they knew you go talk to Mr. Such Such, you're here, pop y'all. Everybody knew it in the neighborhood, Kevin Lathorpe, I see you. Terrell Barrett, I see you. So they knew he was the man to go talk to if your light bill need to be paid, all these different things. He was known in this neighborhood for this. And just so happened, Accurate Shooter, I appreciate the donation, baby. And he ended up getting a woman pregnant. Everybody knew it in the hood. Everybody said it in the hood. Now, this man, he's up in age. He's an older man. He has, his daughter at the time when she was robbed, she was in her 20s, early 20s, but she was in her 20s. When Ronnie Celestine, what's up? Be Inspired to Travel. She was, she was in her early 20s or whatever. So he walked in the store and this dude just had a jolly personality. You know what I mean? He played with anybody. He was just a jokative kind of guy, make you laugh till your stomach hurt. He walked in there and said, give me all the money. And she gave it to him. And from how I hear, dude was looking like, are you serious? He young. What you think he gonna do? He left out the store. So they didn't give him, they gave him armed robbery. And then they dropped it to strong armed robbery because they figured he had no weapons. Now I'm speeding through this because I'm trying to get to, back out to the two sides of the coin. So the girl gave him the money. Now, daddy, she been working, and daddy ain't been working. This boy done came of age too. You know what I'm saying? He done came of age as well, when all this went down or whatever. So this is, and I'm telling you from the talk I'm hearing all through the neighborhood and the talk with this guy in prison, Q Hefner. So they said she was his only daughter, only child. I'm put it like that, only child, And dad ain't doing too good. Dad own a cleaners, own a store, own buku different things. Y'all see what I'm getting at with this? And she deliberately gave him that money and called the police and sent this guy to prison for 35 to 40 years for strong armed robbery. 35 to 40 years. First offense. I'm pretty sure y'all know that's how it go. Miller the Wizard, what's up? Yeah. And shortly after that, the man who used to trick off in the neighborhood, tricking the women, passed away. He passed away. And guess who would inherit everything? The son and the daughter. But now the daughter inherited everything, because I'll tell you what became of the son on the episode. Okay, we still moving. We still moving along. But this was some real shady shit right there. What happened? You feel what I'm saying? That was some real shady shit, if you ask me. What's up, Gat? Ethics, morals. What's up, baby? So, yeah. So you actually sent this little guy to prison on purpose? Now, I thought I was a thinker. That's a goddamn thinker. Third world. What's up, Tone? That's a goddamn thinker. So he said he waiting for Bigfoot's episode. You know Foots, huh? Bigfoot's. Holiday, that boy, Holiday, Daryl Holiday brother. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I know Foots. Yeah. Yeah. I actually knew Foots, stepkids, and all kinds of shit. Yeah. But anyway, I thought I was a smart dude, like can put some plans together and touch people anywhere in the world. This mother was a thinker. She got dude clean out the picture because everybody in the neighborhood knew that was his father. Everybody said that, and that boy started to look just like this man. Just like this fucking man, bro. But what happened was the daughter wasn't no joke. The daughter did that purposely, So, okay. Now, I'm going to tell you through and through. Now, all these monsters in this prison, he come to this prison for strong arm robbery. Strong arm robbery. No, he ain't got no history of being violent, nothing. He actually don't have no record at all. He actually ain't have a parking ticket because he wasn't even driving. And they sent him straight to his doom. Laurie Irvin, what's up? What's up? So, all right. Now, I'm going to tell you about that in the episode. Now, let's go to another dude. This is different. His name is DeAndre. And because I'm going to be talking about two DeAndre, so I'm going to specify, DeAndre 1 and 2, and I'll do that, finishing the episode or whatever. All right. So, this dude, they say he had so much happen. He had lost an older brother. He had lost some cousins and whatever. So he was a drunk. He used to just get drunk all the time. He could come to your party and he'll get drunk and pass out. You know what I'm saying? The dude who I'm speaking of now, DeAndre. He'll come to the party and get drunk, and this shit started to Jay Diggs, what's up? This shit started to bother him. You feel what I'm saying? Bother dude so much the dude started getting, complexes and shit and beating people up and doing all kind of shit. Well, one day he get drunk, he get behind the wheel and he hit somebody and he killed a family of 3. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. Rolls them the hell on up out of here. A family of 3. So they sends his ass to prison. I seen a girl catch the same charge and get probation. But they sent his ass straight to prison, to the worst prison they can find on payroll, And a lot of you guys blessed. If you ain't never had a judge that take kickbacks and sent your ass to a Pacific prison, you blessed. Sean 3332, what's up? Robinson, what it do, baby? Quentin, what's up? Leroy McClinton, what's up, baby? So this dude killed his family. This dude kills this family, right? Sends his ass to prison. Now I'm gonna tell you what happened to this dude altogether. Dude came there, got with a crew. He was good. Crew started protecting him and everything. This crew, they actually was flying under the radar at the time. You know, ain't nobody really even know they was a crew. You know what I'm saying? At this time or whatever. So visitation day come up. He go to visitation day, just like the dude. That's him, babe. That's him, babe. The Apis. You know what I'm saying? This the same way when dude went to visitation, and this wasn't even a contact visit. Dude that's in his crew visiting his girl, and his girl say, that's the dude right there. That's the dude right there. The vehicular homicide dude that killed her family. Tell that to his homeboy who he hanging with in prison. And they didn't know. So they get back, man. They going through, everybody that went to chow, eating chow and shit, and hanging out and kicking it. I'm watching them, bro. That's why I say the state got to be careful what they do, because inmates watches everything and think they entitled to the same shit. They sitting there, man, yeah, eat up, bro. Eat up. Yeah, you want some more, bro? Hell yeah, I want some more. Hell yeah. They got the rawest hookup they got, and they letting dude eat it all. They letting dude, they eating too. Nothing seems out of ordinary. I had to reflect on this later, damn, to realize what they was doing. Relaxation and meditation. What's up? I meditate all the time. What's up? Jermaine Gavin. What's up? I said Gavin. I had a homeboy. Well, I wasn't really a homeboy. Felicia Grant. I used to just like these little two dudes, Gavin and Tori. They run around beating each other up and shit. That shit that crazy though. But yeah, Felicia Grant, Chocolate Drop, you know, all my people. Come on in. All right. Tia Styles, what's up? So, okay. So they stated, I mean, when I tell you this, a beautiful graham cracker, sneaker, all kind of shit dripped on top. This hookup looks retarded. You know what I'm saying? And trust me, they got some chefs in prison. Some chefs that can whip up some shit that'll make you be like, God damn, that shit need to be a centerpiece. Yeah, they got some dudes that can do it. You know, so they do. You want some more? Hell yeah, I want some more, man. Shit, I eat all this shit, man. Enjoy yourself, bro. That's what life all about. And they sitting there. And when dudes get to looking around like that, and you done been in prison, you know what that shit means. So they get this dude full and lazy, and they all sitting out there playing cards. Then you hear one of them say, come on, man, let's go into the barracks, man. Let's go chill in the inside, bro. They all get up. And just so happens on this particular day, Newjack, we go in the inside our goddamn self. We was doing our own shit. We didn't even actually go in to see this shit. We actually went in on our own shit that we was doing or whatever this day. So we in there talking. We actually, at this time this was happening, we actually in a war. So we actually talking to each other and playing and shit. And I see them over there. Yeah, man, hey, bro, man, hook some of that motherfucking drink up you be hooking up. He gonna do it with a little water and shit. Hooking shit up. He's a chemist / bartender. Huh, man? Yeah, man, get him, man, let him get it first, man. Man, bro, appreciate it, man. Appreciate you. Getting lit. They hooking him up. They didn't mix the alcohol. And in case y'all don't know, dudes do know how to steam alcohol and drip that shit and hook up some different shit and make liquor. Really liquor, you know, just not the Pruno, which is toilet wine. You know what I'm saying? Niggas know how to do some shit. They got some smart dudes in prison. Listen to me. I'm talking about would have been future chemists, and you know, they know how to let shit coagulate. You know, these dudes are real intelligent, high ass IQs. Just because they're in prison don't mean they dumb. They probably did a dumb thing. Prison ain't full of dumb people. Believe what I'm telling you. A lot of people think it's just straight dumb idiots. Nah, got a lot of flunkies. But anyway, so they get this dude and they juicing him up. They just fed him real good. You know what I'm saying? Man, we watch these dudes get up, walk off, and go somewhere. And he try to go behind him. He's like, nah, man, chill, man. Hold the fort down, bro. Left some stuff over there on the rack, man. Sit there and watch it right quick. They leave and they go to the pistols and they come back. And you could tell all of them got something on them because how they sit. That's when dudes get to sitting like this in case you run up on them. You know, you can't grab nothing off of them or, you know, don't get too close if they don't want you to, whatever. However dudes rock it, you know, everybody rock different. So, you know, they sitting there. And dude just seeing the conversation and got a little bit colder, a little bit darker. Yeah, so you know, you still ain't learned nothing though, huh? Dude like, huh? What you talking about, man? You still getting drunk and shit, huh? I gave you that shit just to test you. This is his daddy now. I gave you that shit just to test you. And see, this is what I'm talking about. This shit right here. You still doing the same shit that brought you to prison. You still, and he was an alcoholic. That's why I told you, dudes mixing that drink up. Get into him. He fed you real good. What did it do, Haley Andrews? What did it do, baby? So, you know, Tamika Oley, I see you. So they didn't got him full and they giving him liquor. But dude started being his daddy after they come back. The same shit that brought you to prison. You don't learn, huh? And dude like, man, what's going on, man? What's wrong with y'all? What y'all that went back there and did, man? What? Bro, nigga tried you. That's what a nigga did. Try me how, bro? What you talking about? How? Nigga tried you. Nigga gave you food. I gave you your last meal. You know it was your last. Sitting there, they telling this man this shit. That they just fed him his last meal. Then I offered you some drink. This wouldn't even be about to happen to you. What about? In the middle of talking, stab this man in his throat. Oh! They all make this gargling. And I'm telling you, I've been stabbed in my neck before. And complications from that shit. I was lucky to survive it. And complications, that's why my voice, anytime my vocal cords or whatever swell up and press against itself and shit press against it because it's tight and it swells up, I lose my voice. Or anything happens, I got complications that just don't stop. So I'm knowing the pain a dude feel, it instantly hit me. Brian Smalls, what's up? Peachy Bama, what's up? Immediately, it hits me how dude feeling. What's going through dude mind? Am I gonna die? Am I gonna bleed out? And the one thing I learned, control your heart rate. Control your heart rate. If your heart beating fast, that means it's pumping your blood fast. If you slow your heart rate down, your blood gonna pump slower. You're least likely. I didn't say you won't. You're least likely not to bleed out. You feel what I'm saying? Wallace Grant, what's up? What's up? You know, yeah, stay calm. Brian Smalls, stay calm. You know, yeah, so dude gets up, he's slipping on his own blood because the shit, he pulled the knife out of his neck himself, and now he's slipping, trying to go, and they walking behind. Bitch, my girl fucked up to this day because what you did to her auntie now. They loud as hell. Ain't no COs in the running. No COs nowhere not round. They got time enough to talk to this man like he's a goddamn child. Like he's a fucking child. Man, yeah. She's suffering because of yours. Now, another one hit him in the back of the neck. They ain't got no intentions on letting him live. He crawling at this point. Man, that's why I say some of this shit is stuck and burned in your mind. When I'm telling you this shit, I'm seeing this shit again. Dude trying to get, he want to live. He want to live. Have you ever seen somebody desperate? Desperate. He want to see another day. He want to see the sun come up. He want to see, he just can't picture. And I'm watching this dude start to shake while he crawl. Starting to shake while he crawl. His eyes steady rolling, and he scared himself. Ooh! He scares himself. That's how vicious this shit is. He scares himself that he about to blank out. Till he holler when he come back to. Ooh! Ooh! I'm watching this shit. Real talk. And dude got hit in the front of his neck, got hit in the back of his neck, and he blood skeeting out from everywhere, and he's still crawling, but his eyes going back, and he's jumping back up. He want to live. These dirty motherfuckers come from behind dude and stomp on his neck. I guess that wakes him up. He start crawling harder. You know what I mean? Start crawling harder. So they killing him, but they trying to make this last because they love the feeling that it's giving them. They enjoy